Hello, my dear subscribers. Sun and Moon Rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Leo for the month of June 2018. As you guys know, I do regular readings for you guys. I'm going to do a general and the love section together. And hopefully next month I will separate them so you can pick and choose which ones you guys want to see. With that said, I'm going to be using the tarot card for the Buddhist reading cards to clarify the general reading, and this one to clarify the healing oracle, the crystal wisdom healing oracle for the love card, so to see what you guys need to heal. Okay, so with that said, let me start. The foundation that you have is the Queen of Cups, Leo. I'm going to go straight to the sign. And thank you for all that subscribes. And the ones that are going to continue to subscribe, thank you very much. So, and share my video with other people on the Facebook or Instagram. So with the Queen of Cups energy, you're looking for love, or you're dealing with someone that has the quality of the water sign, that about emotions, relationships, and spirituality. So if this is not you, this is what you're that you're looking for. This is you. You're looking for the love, that affection, the mother, the father, emotions. You're looking for feelings, okay? And you're a very loving person, and maybe you are, or if you were not a loving person, now you're changing to be a little bit of more of a loving person. Even though this is the general reading and I'm trying to concentrate on work, it may become that this is emotions going on with you. To those Leos that are reading, that these cards resonate with. I will not reach millions of people, only a portion of the Leos that are going through these specific cards that came out for you. Okay, some of you have a victory going on. You have the 601, so you probably had a challenge going on. I feel that maybe that was a job situation. You finally landed in the job that you wanted. Okay, this is your energy, Leo. You're the fire signs. Okay, but what's crossing you is the death. The death simply means that if this is not a physical death of someone that passed away immediately, a friend of yours, a family member, someone that was close to you, this means changes. Leo, you need to change your ways. You need to change the way you do things, the way you say things. People get offended easily. People get upset easily for any little thing. Nowadays, people get offended. If you don't pick up the phone, people get mad, okay? So, this is what's going on with you. Your foundation, you have the Four of Wands, which means you completed a cycle of your life. If this has to do with job, maybe you're going to end up a job that you're in right now, or you're gonna start into a new job that you've been waiting for, you've been wanting to. Let's say sometimes we get into the workforce, and then you will be doing this job for such a long time or a little time, but now it's time for us to proceed or get a new job. And whatever, like I said, this is general, so I don't know if you're young and you're just starting the new career. You put the application, you got maybe an entry-level position, and all of a sudden 6 months, a year went by, and now you are going to the next level. You might become a supervisor, or lead, or whatever, manager, whatever it is that you're looking for. In the past, you had the Five of Cups. Feeling wise, emotional wise, you probably have a frustration or you're disappointed about something. Maybe if it was a relationship you had, you're a little bit sad about what happened with this relationship, and this is hurting you somehow, and you probably wanted to be with this person, and or whatever it is that you wanted to do but you didn't fulfill, so that right now you're sad. What crowns you is the princess of this, meaning that if you're an older Leo, you may have a child. This could be your child, and you're working towards this child, meaning that you have a child. You could be young too. You can be in your 20s and have a 2-year-old. So it doesn't matter. So your focus is into that child that you have. But meanwhile, in the Ace of Cups is in reverse, meaning that you might be having emotions with this child, but you're still unhappy in your house. You might not be getting the happiness that you're looking for, whatever it is that you want. If this was a partner, because this is sadness and disappointment, and this is a Cups in reverse, is that emotions are not being fulfilled. I don't like to do reverse, but this is the way it came out. Here you have the Knight of Wands, meaning this is your energy. This is how you feel. You're a person that you're gonna go for it. You're doing everything you need to do in your relationship with whoever you're with, in your job, and you're the person that you're a go-getter. You're gonna get up and get whatever you're looking for. And if you're looking for that relationship, you're probably gonna go and look for someone. Here you have the Four of Cups in reverse, which means that at some point you probably had this in the upward position, which is you were very happy and content in a relationship that you have. Okay, so in some cases you probably had a relationship that was awesome, was great, and all of a sudden it just somehow just reversed completely. Now you have no feelings in your house. In your house there's no love, there's no affection. You don't have the significant other that was there for you. Okay, the next card that you get is the Prince of Wands. So is, see, your hopes and fears in the Prince of Wands means that whatever is coming to you with the Prince means that everything is coming slowly for you. Everything takes time. Nothing has been coming to you easily. Everything is being little by little, spoon by spoon, drops of water, like if you want to say that. And this is an interference that you have. You have the Ace of Swords. I feel that it could either be someone, and this has to do with your job. It could be someone that interfered in the opportunity that you could have had. Okay, or maybe you have put the interference yourself, because it seems like here you're disappointed, and you're disappointed probably with that person. If it's your son or your daughter, there is a disappointment that you had. You're not happy for the things that he does to you, or that he thinks that he's doing for himself. Whatever it is, I really don't know, because this is a general reading. For those that are reading, they have these emotions. This can also mean that with the Prince of Wands, that maybe there is another person here on hope and fears. If these two people are your two children, and you're very feeling disappointed about their relationship, if that's the case, this could be your kids. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your own kids. Sometimes it could be someone that you love as your own child. Okay, and this is the fears. Why? Maybe you see things that sometimes children don't see. They don't sometimes see the danger of a relationship, of a loved one or something, and then you probably see it. You don't want this person to go through the same thing you go through as a father. That's how you think. But kids, and you are disappointed with this person. Okay, and there is a lot of emotions, interference, disappointments, emotions that is happening between the two of you. It's probably arguments. That Eight of Wands represents arguing. You guys argue a lot. There's something going on between the two of you that is very stressful for the two of you, especially if you guys live in the same household. Whatever it is, you guys are very upset. Let me clarify the interference. What is the interference that Leo has with this outcome? What does Leo needs to do with this interference coming up in the outcome position? Okay. Princess of Cups. I think that you need to, either you or this other person needs to be a little bit more feeling. I think that there is love here because this is the emotions, and Princess of Cups is probably a woman in between the two of you, and is creating a conflict. And this, because being a princess, this could be, if this is your son, it could be your son's wife or girlfriend if you're in an older group, and this is the what's going on with you guys. This could be the two of you, and this is you as the father figure, and this person has interfered that relationship that you guys have. Maybe they may decide to move in together and you're not happy about it. I mean, I don't really know what the situation is, and now you probably feel lonely. How does Leo feels in his position of himself with this relationship? Ruin. So this is a 10. This is 10 accomplishment. So that means you're very pain. This woman that is in this life, in this path with you guys, has created a lot of pain. You are hurting, Leo, very much so, and you need to come out of this painful situation. You love and affection, you're not getting the love and affection from your son or your daughter. And if this is the other person, if this is the husband, because to me these cards don't represent any gender in particular, it could be, you could use it any other way. So what does Leo needs to do to come out of the 10 of Swords, which is ruin, pain, agony of the situation that he's in? I'm only going to keep one card. He has the devil energy. The devil energy is the Scorpio. You're probably drinking a lot, Leo, and you need to come out of this addiction. You're very depressed. You might be doing drugs, getting high, whatever it is, drinking, anything that has to do to really release that pain that you're having right now. And that's why you get this energy. You see, in the beginning you get the death. So I have a feeling this has nothing to do with work related. I think this has to do with family issues. Leo, it has to be either your son or daughter in a relationship, and there's someone in between. If it's not your daughter or son that is too little, it might be the mother of your child that you're having a conflict. There's got to be someone. If it's not the mother of your child, it could be your girlfriend. But I don't see more of the wife material here. I see a younger energy. So I think that for those that this reading is going for, is those Leos that have a son or a daughter. They're either in the 20 to probably 40 bracket. And those are the ones that are going through this pain with these relationships. Maybe this son is moving out. Maybe this son is either moving in with this person. Maybe this person is divorcing. But there is something going on with Leo happening in the general. For those that are reading, that has to do with a relationship with a person. If this was a job situation, it could also mean that there is a younger person in your job that probably treats you in a different way. And you being the way the Leos are, they don't like to be taught what to do because they like to control the situation. You're not happy in this job, okay? And that's why this is telling you to create changes. You're very upset in this job, and it could be that there is someone that is interfering in this job. It could be two people that gossiping. Sometimes it's your own bosses, sometimes your co-workers. You're having a problem with these people, and you're not very happy in this job that you're in right now, Leo. Okay, so you need to seek for help. You need to look for help. Let's see what the Buddhism reading is telling you to do, or what is the message that they're sending you. It's not telling you because nobody tells you what to do. What's the message that comes out of this reading? See? The card that you have is self-acceptance, number 21. It says to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to be accept yourself. Say not harm. It says, once you accept who you are, you don't have to struggle to be someone you're not. You're truly free to fully explore the talents and special gifts that you were born with. Use these special gifts and skills in service of others, people, and the world. Your purpose in life can only be flourished by self-acceptance. So, this card is the card of cultivation, cards, the 16 virtues, and it says, how to work with the cultivation cards to remove negative emotional forces and cultivate your Buddha nature. Simply draw a cultivation card and let your inner knowings connect to the Buddha image that you have drawn to most strongly. The cultivation card consists of 16 virtues, which is inspired by the 10 perfections, the 7 factors of enlightenment, and some other most valued virtues of Buddhism. These virtues are useful tools in cultivating the illumination in mind and heart. And this card says self-acceptance. The first virtue. To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. Once you accept who you are, you no longer need to struggle to become someone you're not. You are truly free to fully explore the talents and special gifts that you were born with. Gifts and skills to be used in service for others, peoples, and the world. Your purposes in life can be flourished with your self-acceptance. The cultivation of self-acceptance frees you to love who you truly are and forgive who you are done. It gives you the power to explore and attain your own full potential and holiness. You then become your own savior and healer of your own painful wounds. In practicing self-acceptance, you are called upon to open up and face your own vulnerability. And now it is your strength. You accept fear as part of your own making and develop courage from the heart to overcome any fear. In true acceptance of yourself, you honor your wounds as you yearning to experience human fullness. You can refrain disappointments within a broader outlook. And see, this card is telling you exactly about the disappointment. It's a change that you need to do. And here are interference. The devil. This is number 10, a ruin and disappointments. Okay, accept yourself. All these cards are the cards about your life changes. As you accept yourself for who you are, all judgment will fall away. You will gain the wisdom to see your shortcoming as a special strengthening tool for self-improvement. Your failures are valuable lessons in your life as a precious gift and the divine. Others people's judgment will have very little power over you, since self-esteem, self-love, self-trust, and all variation of the self will be brought to the light. Your unshakable inner knowing of your true worth with the deeply grounding human integrity. The reflection of this card says, do you have compassion for yourself, or do you judge yourself harshly? And remember, if you judge yourself harshly, that's the same when you judge others. You give to others what you think about yourself. The action of the card is write a list of areas where you judge yourself mercilessly. Now write an action plan to bring about positive change in each area. So see, this card is about changes. The 10 is about completion. This is disappointment, interference, and the devil. There's something that you have to change. The devil is those addictions that you need to take away from you. Okay, dear Leos. So with that said, let me see what card shows up in the romance cards. And like I said, next month I'm going to separate the reading. I'm going to do the love reading and love and love and love. And anybody wants a general reading, I will do a general reading. So, oh my God. That's why these cards they're so very slippery. I don't like to shower when I'm doing videos because they're so slippery. So let's see what Leo has for the single Leos that are not in a relationship. They what is the situation or what is the status of the Leos that are single and probably divorced or broke up with a girlfriend and they're single, they're not seeing anybody in particular. Let's see what's going on with you. I'm going to stop shoveling this because this is too much. Okay. So, Leo singles. Leo singles, you have the Hangman. You don't know right now, you want to be by yourself. You don't know what direction you're going. You are undecided. You are holding to what you're going to do. You're probably planning things that you do, but right now you're not with a specific person and you haven't decided what to do with yourself. Okay? For the married Leos, oh God, I mixed these cards. I don't like to mix them. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah. For the married Leos, we have, let's see what we have. You have the Six of Wands. Some of you might be going on a trip and you're in a very loving relationship right now. To those that are fully married, you guys are love and love and love. And others, you have the Queen of Cups, meaning that if you're a man or a woman, there's a lot of feelings in the relationship because Queens of Cups. And if anybody else, any other sign, doesn't matter. You can be in a relationship with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If that's not the case, the person that you marry is a very loving person. For those that are not together, but they're in a relationship and one person is in one place and the other one is in another place, you have the 10, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. That means that you guys are going over and over and you're in a very happy relation. This relationship means that you're good. Okay, those are the ones that are not living together. You're in your house and not in my house. And others are very sad. Others might be very sad because you have the death of someone. Someone passed away that was very significant to you. And now you're upset about this death of this person. If you remember, you get the death card. So this also signifies that if this is not a death of a person, you might be going through some kind of changes. And sometimes when someone dies, we tend to think of people if we start changing ourselves and our feelings, our emotions. So in this case, Leo, either you or the partner that you had, either the partner passed away, and if it's not the case, you guys, you have to change your way of doing things. You have to change the way of saying things. Sometimes the communication and relationship is the worst because some people want to hear what I have to say, but I cannot hear what you have to say, and that's the problem. They don't communicate with each other, right? And that's why you guys tend to have arguments, because it's got to be my way or the highway. And that's what happens in relationship. Or you start telling this person, I don't want to be with you, and then if you don't want to be with that person, you have to let that person go. That person cannot stay with you just because you want this person to stay with you. If you're going to stay with this person, you have to understand why you want to be with that person. So the healing card that you receive, Leo, for this reading is the stone number 43 is Radhasai. Okay, 43 is Radhasai. This energy is a multidimensional vibration, is interactive. And now I'm going to tell you what this card represents. The crystals with an interactive vibrations are dynamic energetic healings, tools to transform our well-being. They take hold of your energy and purify and rebuild. And see, this is about purifying, this is about rebuilding. So you may have to rebuild yourself with your feelings, even for the single ones. This can be designated for these people that are going through this. And the card says, Radosite, mighty power. Seeing Radosite is excellent for removing blockages and for adding vitality to the physical body. It cleanses, activates, and powers up all the chakras and harmonizes the etheric bodies. These crystals encourage the flow of Kundalini energy to all the cells and the spaces between. Self-understanding. Karmic imprints from your past life or emotional wounds from early in your present life may be creating a state of psychosomatic disease. Your own negative or compulsive thoughts pattern also play part of, as can those of other people directed towards you. So psychosomatic disease, your own negative compulse. That's why I said before, sometimes it might be you sending negative energy to that person. The person is going to react and be negative to you. If you tell a person, I don't love you, the person is going to tell you, I don't love you either. If you treat a person like garbage, they're going to treat you the same way back. If you harass somebody, that person is going to harass you. Okay, the universe works in the same way. What you give is what you receive. Divination. Check out the harmony or lack of fit in your environment. Earth energies may be disrupting your well-being. The ground around your workplace and your home may need healing and stabilizing by planting suitable crystals in the earth. So see, sometimes in the house, I do house blessings and house cleansings. I go to people's houses, and sometimes people don't understand that the apartments, the houses, they attract a lot of negative energy that was left from other people. You have people's spirits attached to it, and so they become very hostile to other people, but because they don't see it, they don't understand it. But people need to sometimes cleanse the houses in a different healing way, so you can be happy and comfortable. You can go to a house that's very messy, but it's comfortable and it's healing, and you feel the peace of the house. Just because the person haven't organized something, that doesn't mean the house has negative energy. It's better to have it organized, of course, but at least you are comfortable in peace. Sometimes it could be in the workplace. Sometimes the energy, I usually try to send positive energy to my workplace, so I have a beautiful day, and the people around me has a very peaceful day. The healing set for this stone says, living in healthy, stable environment creates a stable physical body. Sometimes we don't want to be in the place that we are, and we want to be in other places. Well, you have to stay focused and stable where you are until you move to the next. I know you can manifest to move on to another state, another city, another country, but if you need to be in peace in the location where you are. The frequency is earthy and high. The chakra is each earth star, solar plexus, causal vortex. The timing is autumn. The soul path, healing the earth. So you probably need to heal yourself, house, or heal your job, or heal yourself. Try to have stones, especially this one, the Radosite. I think I do have it, but I don't have all the stones, but I try to get as many stones as I possibly can. And like, if you guys want to see it, is Radosite, you can stop the video. So see, this stone helps you grounding. Maybe you need to ground, because in the Wheel of Fortune, you're going in circles and in circles and in circles. So maybe you need that Radosite to stay in ground and to stabilize your house, your spirit, because that's going to help you. Let me see if I could clarify one card here, even though the death is here for the single ones that are in with the hangman situation. Some of you had the Six of Swords. You were probably involved with someone as an air sign, and you are into probably wanting to have a conversation with this person. Probably you want to get to know this. You may end up meeting somebody that is that sign, and you're going to have a conversation. Try to start that relationship with a conversation. If it is either a person in your present time that you decide to move on and talk, maybe it could be someone from the past. So see if you can start the conversation with talking to the person instead of jumping into a relationship. So with that said, love and light, my dear Leos. I see you in the next video. Bye bye, and I hope that this reading signifies something. Remember, some of you are in a single situation, may meet someone in the future that is an air sign, or someone that was in your past that can come back to you. So the married ones are happily married, and the ones that are not living together, some of you might have to change yourself. You either lost someone, there is a death card here, and you're feeling bad about this person that you lost. If this was a relationship you had, you lost this person, and now you're regretting probably losing this person. Okay, you have to make a change. Death card came out twice, so you have to change certain things about you, Leo, in order to proceed in this lifetime in the relationships that you want to have. Okay, maybe you need to cleanse your house, maybe you need to cleanse yourself. Whatever cleansing you need to do it right now. Love and light, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye. And you know what to do. If you need a personal reading, go to mariateclairvoyant.com. The names are here, and I'll see you next time. Good night.